Alright guys, your boy Exodious back here. I want to speak to you guys on a few things. And the few things the main things that I can use to the main things I'm wanting to discuss is like mindset and perception. I feel like mindset and perception are two of the biggest things. Like when you're doing anything, you're following any dream, working towards anything, your mindset and then the perception, like how you perceive what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? I've realized that, like, I feel the obstacles are thrown in my way because there are things that I feel like I need to accomplish. And when we're sitting around and wasting too much of our time on something, it doesn't make us happy. It's not getting us to where we need to be. I feel like obstacles are thrown in our way to try to get us to realize that we're kind of diverting from the path that we're supposed to travel, So I feel like the obstacles that have been thrown in my way the past week, sorry, my allergies are acting up again. But I feel like they were thrown in my way for a reason. Like, my tractor's broke right now, and then I had issues with the truck. So you guys heard me talking about it on Twitter, I actually decided to sell it. I'm parting it out. At first I began parting it out, and I'm actually selling it for more than I bought it for. Now that's not including the time and the parts and things that I put into it, but, it comes with it. I'm just happy to get most of my money back. I can then go and invest in something else. But mindset and perception. So last week I was talking a lot about like feeling like without a point, without a purpose. And I feel like a lot of that was because I was wasting my energy in areas where I shouldn't be wasting my energy. You know what I'm saying? I was wasting my energy too much on the things that didn't matter rather than focusing my energy where I could, because I'm in a position to, and get the outcome that I want. Like focusing my energies on YouTube, or my energy on Twitch, or my energy on speaking and things like that. Because I really want to get into motivational speaking. I'm not really sure where to start, so I'm kind of working on that. We're working on changing the appearance, getting me to feel and look like a speaker, to look motivational and inspirational. But a lot of the mindset I've always had was, I want to make $1 million. I want to make a lot of money. Sorry about the wind. Because I want to take care of my family, It's never really been about a lot of money for me. Yes, I want my own house, and I want the few little cars and things that I really want. But it was more so always focused on helping out my family. Because I'm sick of seeing my mother struggle, and I want to help my father out, and I want to help my brother out as much as he's helped me. But I've never stopped and thought about how much I've really enjoyed the journey. We're always, when we want something, we post Twitter, yada yada. I want to be a millionaire. I want this car. I want this house. I want to buy this. I want to buy this. I want to do this. I want to be able to do this. I want to be in this position. But we never post, I want to work this long. I want to sleep this little. I want to focus this much of my time on something. I want to work this much. I want to get this done. It's always like, we want the end goal. We don't want the work. We just want what comes with it. We want 1 million subscribers. We want 1 million subs. We want 1 million followers. We want a huge social media presence. We want to be as rich as Kim K. We want to be in a position like Kim K. And a lot of people forget about the journey that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? We don't really take into account how much how enjoyable the journey really is at times. Like, I enjoy the struggle, I enjoy having to sacrifice and work hard, Obviously, like, if I had the money, I'd take the money, But the journey is such a big part of the experience. It's like 95% of the experience. Because once you get the money and it all works out, what are you to do then? Once you make $1 million, what do you do then? Like, yes, you can keep working towards more. You can work towards 10 million, but I don't see myself needing that much, Which down the road that'll change. But it's really about the journey. I never thought about the journey I've had with YouTube and Twitch and everything. But I've never been consistent with that journey because I've always focused on the outcome. I focused on, I want 1,000 views. I want to be making money. I want the likes. I want the subscribers. I want the people watching me. But I've never took a step back and chose to look at it like, wow, I've really been doing YouTube for like 7, 8 years, you know? I've been doing Twitch for 3 to 4 years, but I haven't been consistent with it. But the good times I've had on the journey have been great, you know? Like, when you're not used to a lot of followers or a lot of views or something, you get a couple of viewers and you're hyped, you know? You get 10 viewers and you're real hyped. But if you're used to 1,000 viewers and one day you slack off, you get like 800, you're gonna be a little disappointed, you know? And I feel like in this day and age we're so focused on numbers. It's always the numbers. We want 1 million views. We don't want 100,000 views. We want 10,000 views. We don't want 1,000. You know what I'm saying? We never focus on that journey, and we never think about that struggle and everything and how good it felt. It's going to feel so much better when it does work out, when you've been struggling and you've been grinding for so long, you know? And nobody's journey is the same. And that's the cool thing. A struggle, like, we all want success. We all want $1 million, but tell me what's the difference between one millionaire from another millionaire besides more millions, you know? But that journey that they don't talk about, a lot of people don't talk about that journey. They don't talk about, you know, they talk about, I sold crack, I sold cocaine, I sold, you know what I say? I sold drugs, I was a drug dealer, you know, I did this drug, I did that drug. They talk about, I got Lambo, I got Bugatti, I got Ferrari, I got millions, you know? But they never talk about that journey that it took. They never talk about, yeah, I slept for like 4 hours a night, 3 hours a night at one period in time. At one point, I lost my home because I didn't have the right income, you know, but I was focused on this dream. Or my girl left me because I was too focused on my dream. My family at times didn't want to deal with me because I was too focused on my dream, you know? There's nothing wrong with being too focused on your dream, but that's the side of it that people never see. So when people look at someone, like, for example, they look at Kim K or Kanye or something like that, and they're like, wow, they're worth 200 million. I wish I was worth that. They don't, like, maybe that's a bad example, but they don't think about the struggle. You know, how we don't always think about how Kanye locked himself in his room. You know, you always see that quote on Twitter, how he locked himself in the room making like 3 or 4 beats a day. You don't hear about that. You hear about the success. You hear about and it makes us all want success, but it doesn't entail us, it doesn't give us the details on the work that it takes to get there, you know? And that's something I've never, it's an error on my part, I'm not trying to say. And maybe you have been enjoying this process and things. Maybe it's just a me thing. I know that I have enjoyed the journey. You know, I sit back and think about it every once in a while. But then again, I always want more. I want to move faster. And I think that that's more of like a social pressure than it really is myself, because, you know, people look, I don't want people thinking I'm a bum. I don't want people thinking I don't have money. You know, we don't want people thinking we're not living well. But, you know, I'm 20 years old. I have time to grow. I don't think I'm doing too bad. I own my dream car. You know, things are working out for me. I do things I enjoy. It's not like I'm on nobody's watch. You know, I don't have the most money by any means. You know, I struggle sometimes, but it always works out. It always, one way or another, something works out for me. I find a way to make it work out, and it works out. You know, and I may not have all the extra, like I may not have $10,000 extra sitting in my bank, but when my father needs extra money, or my mother needs extra money, or Dakota needs extra money, you know, I have extra money. Or when I really need something, I end up having extra money. You know, and I give a lot of that credit to God. Y'all, like, I'm not trying to push that off on y'all. Y'all don't have to believe in that. But as much as I look at myself as like like last week, I was just looking at myself like a total failure. Like, man, things really aren't working out. I really haven't stuck with things like I should. Don't got no internet. Don't got no, you know. I was just looking at all the things that were wrong with my life. All the things that were going wrong for me. But I wasn't looking at the things going right, you know. Like, I'm doing well. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I should have been happy, you know? All that time that I wasted stressing about stuff, stressing doesn't fix anything. You can either sit there and you can stress, you can sit there, you can complain, you can sit there, you can dwindle, you can just keep thinking about all the bad. Dude, it's windy as but you can keep thinking about everything that's going bad in your life, or you can get up and make it work. You know, you can waste all that energy on stressing about the struggle, about how things aren't working out, or you can just get off your butt and really do something about it, you know? And I feel like that's something that, you know, I'm trying to get away from the wind. It ain't working out the best, but let me get this propped up. But a lot of, like, everything is just struggle, perseverance, hardships, you know? I've been through a lot of hardships. I'm not saying my life's been more rough than anybody else's. I know a million people have it worse. Now we got the wind chimes. You know, I know a million people have it worse than me. But that doesn't mean I can't try. That doesn't mean I don't have it bad sometimes. And I know a million people have it better than me. So I'm not saying that's the excuse you should use or anything like that, but I just feel like if we focused on the process, we told people about the process, what it takes to get here, you know? Because the process isn't going to be the same for everyone. But if we focused on the process and we enjoyed the journey, it would mean so much more when we get to the end goal. And then maybe we'd know what to do from there. Instead of just focusing on the end goal, not focusing on the journey. You know, one day I'm going to look back and I'm going to be happy I was struggling at one point. I'm going to miss these times. You know, when I didn't have my own place to live, when I didn't have my set place, when I still had to make sure I had my payments every month. My car wasn't paid off, you know? I know one day I'm going to look back and I'm going to be like, I miss when I used to sleep like 3 hours some nights, or when I was working from my makeshift office, you know? Sleeping on them twin beds put together, you know? One day you're going to look back on it and you're going to be appreciative. And I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know. We all have different journeys. We all have different paths we have to take. But I feel like if we just looked, we focused, we changed how we perceive things, and we changed our mindset. We focused on the journey. We focused on getting to the next step, you know? We didn't look so far ahead, but we kind of enjoyed our present. Instead of like, you know, everyone said, summer 2019, 2020 is going to be so dope. You know, if we looked at where we were in life in the present rather than the future, we focused on the now and focused on getting things done now, rather than, I don't have enough money, I'll do that in the future, I'll do that tomorrow, you know, and tomorrow never comes. We sat and we focused on what needs to be done right now. And then we just changed our perception, like, I'm still breathing, you know? I woke up this morning. That's great. That has me grateful, because I could have died. I could have, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to be negative, but I could have died in my sleep, but I'm still here. And I feel like there's plenty of occasions where I could have died, you could have died, everyone could have died. Like, there's been plenty of occasions where something bad that could have happened would have happened. But, you know, we're still here for a reason. We still have a purpose here. And whether you know what that purpose is, I don't know my exact purpose. My life isn't all figured out. You know? It's just a matter of trying and working hard and figuring it out and just taking things as they come. I'm not worried about 10 years down the road. You know, I may not be here 10 years down the road. Who knows? But all I can say is focus on the now. Enjoy what you have right now. You woke up, you're still breathing. You know, you can either sit there, you can dwell on that missed car payment, that opportunity that didn't work out, that application that they didn't accept, that job you didn't get, you know? You can dwell over that one subscriber you lost, those views you aren't getting. Or you can get off your butt, you can man up, you can focus, you can get off your butt, and you can get it done. You know, you can make a plan, you can work towards it. You can upload daily, you can stream daily, you can tweet daily, you can post pictures daily, you can practice. Wake up in the morning and practice, you know? People want to say, I have a full-time job, so I can't work on my dream. No. It's a matter of how you look at things. It's a matter of importance and priorities. If you want something done, you will get it done. I know you will. You know? It's just a matter of rearranging your priorities and getting things done. That's all I really have to say. Appreciate y'all that watch this. Hopefully it sheds some positive light on your life. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Spread some positivity to someone else. You see someone else struggling, help them out. You know, give them some words of encouragement. Stop being so quick to respond to everything defensively. I hate that we're always on the defense. I do it too. Someone says something to me, I'm always quick to respond and snap back. But I feel like we need to appreciate one another. And maybe someone says something mean to you. You know, maybe you can respond with something nice. You know, you win that battle. What do they have to say back? They say you're ugly, and you say, I like your shoes. You have a good sense of style. You know, like that's unrealistic, but just think about it. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. My rambling. Guess I'll see y'all soon. I'll be streaming tonight. Come stop by, twitch.tv/Exodious Live. You know, you want to support the dream, support free space. Go get yourself a sweatshirt. We got some new designs coming out. Let me know if you want some new designs, which y'all want to see. But we'll go from there. So thank you guys very much. Share with your friends, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.
No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Be soon to be happy, don't be laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this